live. I'm Elizabeth Nancy Jensen, and I am a dating and relationship coach. I'm also an author, a speaker, and an educator on true love. And I have the beautiful Helen Levine with me, and we're going to be talking about being rich and in love. And yes, your grandmother was right. You can find a rich one just as well as you can find a poor one. I'm going to hand it over to Helen to introduce herself. Over to you, Helen.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm Helen, known as the Health, and I have a history of helping formerly chronic singles get happily on Single Coach among that community. And I absolutely love helping them almost given up on love and finding their true love and finding that connection to really, well, it is your right. It is literally your divine right, your soul's journey evolved into that version of you who can shed all of those layers of who, so that the one that you're meant to be can finally, you can become the one to know. That's really what I'm passionate about. And I love that Elizabeth and I have connected on very different angles into this, helping all of our singles to find their love.
And what we're offering and what we're very excited to tell you about. And we are offering a workshop, and you will want to know all about it. It's called Rich and in Love. And if you go to my website, www.elizabethnancyjansen.com, you will find a banner running across it. And if you click on that banner, you'll get right to a landing page, which is a gorgeous landing page, might we both say. And you will find all the details. And the workshop is going to be January 18th, which is a Tuesday. And the workshop, sorry, I'm lying to you. It is a Wednesday, January 18th, 2023. This is a to yourself, the Rich and in Love workshop, and it's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 9 p.m., 3 hours. And this is going to be what your grandmother is right, just as easy to find a rich one as a poor one. And we will show you the how. So if you've been single for more than 6 months, and some of my clients, they've been single for 8 years or more. This is way too long. And we will show you the how, because if you've been single, as I said, for more than 6 months, what you're missing, and you're not the only one, it's hard. It really is hard. You're missing out on the how. You don't have the right method to make it. You want to make it right this time. And what better time than January in the new year to get the how? So, and we're going to be offering the early bird price, and you're not going to believe the price. Helen, do you want to give the early bird price? You're not going to believe this for Rich and in
I don't
Love.
even think it's about the price. I think the value that workshop is just so far beyond what any price can.
You're right, Helen.
You can't.
So, right.
Yeah. But truly, I think I love what you're bringing. Really trusting for someone to stay lonely, feeling lonely, right? It's not everyone who's alone feels lonely. So some people actually enjoy that, and that's one who really feels like they're so ready to have that true love and give that, and they know that it's possible. They just literally don't know how to obtain. It's really the right type of an opportunity for someone who, maybe out there, and yet they just can't seem to meet the right person. Maybe it's these women who are really meeting the wrong type of men, or they're meeting somebody who seems great, but then they don't commit, there's always something, right? That's kind of keeping them at the end of the day being sick for the weekends. And then Valentine's Day is coming up. And all these women want love, but can't seem to find it. This is the most amazing opportunity. Beth and I literally have our own private practices where we help people individually achieving on a major group program for that. But this workshop alone is going to be where you have two experts who have such a success track record of helping form love, including our own selves. So it's just the tremendous early bird price. I think it just makes it such a no-brainer. I think it's, what is it, $79?
Exactly.
It's like less than a cost of a dinner for most.
It's a beautiful gift to yourself, and it anyway. So Rich and in Love workshop. What type of person should be coming to this? We've asked this. We're asking these questions. Is loneliness stealing your enjoyment of life? Do you really want a partner to share the rest of your life with? Excuse me. Is fear of being taken advantage of and not being appreciated what's really holding you back from taking the risk to be rich and in love again? Are you feeling fed up with feelings of emptiness with your investment of time and energy with dating apps? Lots of people do. Are you yearning for a deeper and richer connection with that special someone who loves you more than you ever expected life would offer you? Are you wanting a relationship with love, trust, and respect? Riches and abundance flow. If your answer is yes to 3 or more of these questions, then you will definitely want to take Rich and in Love workshop. So that's the type of person that would be interested in taking this workshop. Does that sound like you? Now,
sounds like a lot of people I know.
Sounds like a lot of people. Yeah. So who's on this live right now? Women who are on Facebook, who are on LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Right now, we are going live on all of those platforms right now. And we have a limited capacity. So you can, right now on all those, you can click on my bio, you can click on Helen's bio, and on my website, www.elizabethnancyjansen, you can see the spelling right now, and you can get onto registering right now because January is coming up on the 18th and you don't want to miss out. And what you'll discover, why your love journey has not been going in the direction that you want, by understanding your own attachment styles. We'll be going over this, and you will know definitely what your attachment style is, and you will be getting your own workbook. So it's going to be interactive, but you'll be getting your own workbook so that you'll take all your knowledge and what you're participating with during the workshop, so that you'll take all your learnings with you. So this will be a downloadable workbook that comes with the cost that's only $79. So you're going to have a wealth of knowledge from 2 amazing coaches that you'll have this treasure to go on with you, to take your how to do this away with you. So the other discoverable will be discovering how to love more authentically. So just looking at dating apps, that's not the person that you might have a date with. You're coming from a place of lack. It's not the profiles, for example. it's hard to write a good profile, and it's hard for the other person. And over 80% of people don't tell the truth on dating apps. So, how can that be authentic? How can it be? Um, love more authentically is actually going to be part of the workshop. Uh, so, Helen, over to you on understanding on parts of your portion of the workshop.
Sure. So for me, I find that core at the root of why so many people are single, and they're kind of their match, right? To find that one and only, and yet they keep on perpetuating relationships. It could be toxic relationships. It could be non-committal relationships. It could be attract, either narcissists or men that are sort of women that would say like, I don't understand. It's like it's like as if I'm dating this. And this is exactly what I find is you cannot run away from yourself. We keep ourselves with us wherever we go, right? So if you're looking to attract relationship, then you have been attracting for years, then you have to change some with that something. And a lot of people are either unaware of that, or sometimes it's just a hard pill to swilling to do the work. But the truth is, unless you change at the patterns within yourself, unless you heal some of those old wounds, a lot of it is also, some of it is generational trauma around love, around relationship, around abundance. Creates so many programs that are deeply ingrained into our unconscious. Those driving the same type of patterns. They will keep on attracting the same type of relationships and see that you are on, that you're attracting on. We are all energetic beings. So as such, we end up being, we vibrate on a specific time. We can always change that as we become more conscious of it. So as you change, so attract differently. So I'm a firm believer, and I've also seen it thousands of times, that as you shift energetically, as you shift in your beliefs, as you literally start to vibrate on a higher frequency, you start to attract from a healed rather than that wounded version of you. And as such, you attract a very different quality into your life. Men, women, whatever it is that whoever you're trying to attract, you attract on a level, on a different wavelength than where you have been. So if something is not working and you want a phone call came in, and if you're ready to make that change, that is the only way that you can quantum leap. You can change it literally on every level if you only change it within yourself. And that's where I come in. This is what I teach. It's what I help my clients with for years. And I've seen such tremendous success stories. I mean, my clients it's wild how many happy couples are now either married, engaged, or, happily dating, whatever it is. And these are people that were literally single for years and some for decades. And they're not these are not people that you would say, oh, there's something wrong with them. They're good looking, they're successful, everything is going right. It's just that internal programming was literally blocking them from that love. And all you have to do is just open that door. And the thing is, some of us just don't know how. And that's where Elizabeth and I come in, because we've been there, we've done that, and we've done it many times, and we have consistent results, and we have specific steps that can walk you through that literally can get you there. So there's literally no need to struggle alone. There's no reason for it, because you can definitely change it on your own, but it can take years sometimes, and so much pain and so much stress. And, maybe you've been there already. So if it's not working, just come on in and join this workshop, because again, cost wise, it's not even it's such a fraction of any, it's, a cost of a couple of coffees, and you can transform your life. So is it really worth it? I mean, I think it's a no-brainer.
Exactly. And what I've learned in my life and will continue is uh, it's a strength to ask for help. And here we're offering you help at such a reasonable price. It is a no-brainer. And why struggle? And your time, look what it's costing you to be single and to be frustrated. Look at it that way. And I don't want to continue to talk about the money. That's crazy. Let's just put what the outcome, what you want. And that is doing nothing is holding you stuck. And that's painful. That's the loneliness. Why stay stuck? Get unsingled, because what you are missing out on is so unnecessary. If your goal, if you really want, then it comes from within, just as what Helen is talking about. When you up level your from within, your vibration from within, you attract. You know, when you get to that place of joy and self-love that's so high, you vibrate so high. I was able to do this, and I continue to live that way and nurture myself and nurture my love relationship. You know, once you get that love partner, you continue to nurture, and it just remains beautiful. So, and I didn't know how to do it, but of course now, and I found my love partner when I was 59. So love is ageless, but knowing how is what's important to you now. Why wait? Why waste love time? The most valuable thing in life, the most valuable currency, rich and in love, is love. To find it within and attract. That's what we're offering. You know, and getting back to science, and Helen has heard this before, but this is science based. Where there, and this is the John Gottman Institute of Love, there's other science based around it, but where there is love, there is wealth. This is true. I'm science based. I'm a perfect example. Where when I came with my husband, we have been in wealth. I came with some wealth. I didn't align myself this time. I used my head and my heart on who I aligned with. We have greater wealth together. He came as a person with wealth and how we aligned, but together we have greater wealth than when we both started. And this is science. So we're offering this wonderful workshop. Now, I was very smart again. And many women who have been single for some time, they've been financially abused and they're fearful of risking their heart again. We're here to talk about, but fearful and compromising love again or not risking love again is putting yourself maybe too much at risk, putting too heavy a rock around your head and your heart, and compromising that love, and maybe taking the fear out and putting confidence, self-love and self-worth and self-confidence in trying love again, and who you align with, who wouldn't take advantage of you again, and putting confidence in your love choice again. So working it from that level, when you come out with love and not compromising love, because then you don't want, everyone has a shelf life, and that shelf life is, when you are at the end of your life and transition with love, that's the greatest life we wish for all. I certainly wish that for myself. Or when you get ready to transition, whatever your belief is, do you want regret on your heart? And the biggest regret in human life at the end of life is not acting on love. It's not worrying about how much you have in life. how much you have in your bank account.
That's
It's how
it.
much love. So over to you, Helen.
I just really agree with everything you said so beautifully. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, especially for independent, strong women who are used to being that, they sometimes unknowingly block the love from their life. It's like they're putting this unconscious barrier saying, I don't need a man. I'm already independent. It's as if there is a conditions that they put on their love, and then it literally blocks it, and then they attach to this story where, well, I'm perfectly fine without a man, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with not wanting a man if that's truly how you feel. But for a lot of these women, they don't feel that way underneath all of that facade. They've just built up these energetic walls. These are emotional walls around their heart, around their whole persona. They create this persona in order to really self-protect from getting hurt. And so they start to believe their own story about not wanting a man, not needing a man. But in reality, it shouldn't even come from a place of need. It should come from a place of, here I am, I'm already successful, I'm already independent, and now it would be great to have someone to share my life with, someone to share my values with, somebody who gets me, somebody who gets what I want and feels the same way. And the truth is, you can find that person. And those beliefs that we attach to, that, oh, it's not possible, that man doesn't exist, all the good ones are taken, all these stories, all it is just somebody else's truth that you took on and decided to believe that that's your reality. And that's what you attract if you carry that belief. But at the core, all it takes is a switch in your beliefs, in your thought patterns, in how you feel, and in what you attract energetically. And then it seems like it's almost by magic that that right person walks into your life, but it's not magic. Like Elizabeth says, it's actually science. It's quantum physics, it's whatever different degrees of science and different approaches. But the truth is, science has proven time and time again that all of this definitely is something that happens sort of in the background of who we are. And so we are here to help you align with that unconscious and the conscious, to help you see some of those internal blocks, some of those hidden belief systems and programs and conditioning and limiting beliefs and all these things, maybe some layers of trauma that some of it may be conscious, some of it may be deeply unconscious, that are preventing you literally from allowing that love to enter into your life. And number one is to enter into your heart. Because if you don't love yourself fully, truly, unconditionally, you cannot love somebody else because you don't even know how. And if you're attracting from that wounded version of you, you are attracting on the wounded level. So you're not really authentic in what you're attracting. You're not attracting from that healed version of you who wants something specific, because our desires, they match what we kind of know we want and what we deserve. But our unconscious programs are playing in the background in a very opposite type of reality. So there's this incongruence between what we want and who we are. And so once you bring the vibrational match between those two, and you truly become a match between who you are to what you desire, then the universe just brings it. It's the laws of the universe. There's no way around it. And again, it's not magic at all. It's not like some woo-woo concept that you think you've heard before, because there's a lot of strange concepts out there that I hear people, even within the law of attraction, which, believe me, I'm all about it. I'm a huge fan. I've seen it work, miraculous things in my own life and in so many other people. But it's not because it's magic. It's because once you understand the laws, you can truly align with them in a whole different way. And you can manifest the reality that you want because you understand, and you start to create consciously rather than unconsciously. So back to you, Elizabeth.
Oh, I just loved what you had to say, my dear Helen. And I love working with you. When you were talking about being authentic, and part of the workshop is going to be, what is authentic love? What is your authentic love? And I don't want to give it away, but
Uh-oh, you're in a matrix for a second there. I don't hear you. Elizabeth? Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
it will be a different level. So I really hope that you come to our workshop, and it is January 18th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be a fantastic workshop where, you know, there's going to be greater wealth, greater resilience to disease, faster recovery from illness, greater friendships, greater longevity. And this is all science from the John Gottman Institute of Love, the Science of Love. And where you're going to find our landing page, where you're going to find the registration, you can find it on any of my social media. If you click on my bio, you will be getting the link. And if you click on my website, www.elizabethnancyjansen.com, if you click on any of Helen's, she'll direct you, and you will see who we are. You can also find us on Clubhouse, the social media Clubhouse. Helen and I have a Rich and in Love room under the Mom link, and it's every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time. We have a room called Rich and in Love. So please come to that as well. So Helen, over to you.
Well, I think this has been great. I'm hoping that anyone that is looking to change and transform their love life in 2023, definitely join us, because this is going to be an incredible opportunity. When opportunity knocks, honestly, sometimes we really have a choice. You either open the door or you keep it closed and you continue to do the same thing you've been doing, hoping for a different result. So if you're looking to do something different, definitely we would like to welcome you to join us in this workshop and find out for yourself what's possible. And you can join all those happy clients. You can look at our testimonials. Mine are on my website, healthandwealthcoach.com, as well as on my Instagram under the client success stories and those circles, Health and Wealth Coach. So, you can see for yourself that you really can and you deserve to live your very best life. And what better time than the new year to make that your resolution, to really try something that you haven't maybe tried before. Maybe you haven't even thought of that. You didn't even know that it's possible, that help is available. But the truth is, it is. And here it is. Your opportunity is knocking, and we're welcoming you to join us. So hope to see you there.
Yes, and you'll have a lot of fun in the process. So much love from Elizabeth and Helen, and please contact us. And we want to help you make that big difference. And it's all about love.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sending you all love and light.
Goodbye.